Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card reading for the 2/22/2022 portal. This is a very potent portal and we want to know what is coming through for your spirit at this time. Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. Take your time. If you need to pause the video, that is perfectly okay. Make your selection and timestamps will be in the description box below. Aloha pile 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card spirit message for the 2/22/222 portal, right? So for February 22nd, 2022, you may just be drawn to the numbers 222 or multiples of 2, but we are finishing this beautiful portal that started on the 2nd of February of 2022, and it's ending here on the 22nd of February. So beautiful radical changes, moving into universal love, moving into partnerships of all different types. And so there's this beautiful energy around and massive changes and awakenings happening collectively as well as individually. So each person's going to have things changing in a different way in their life. Before we get started and look at your cards, we want to say thank you, right, for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for commenting. I love engaging with you. YouTube loves it, so it's a win-win. As well as I do have a contest going on through the end of February, free to enter, free to win. Essentially what you do is you I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter, but what you win is a 30-minute session with me personally. That's either a reading or energy clearing. So let's get to it, as it does seem I'm a little bit tongue-tied at the beginning of your reading here. Beautiful. I already pre-shuffled. You guys have a lot of cards, so we're really going to look into what this portal is doing for you. Beautiful. Okay, so Spirit, where do you want me to start? Okay, this portal is massive for you guys. You are going through a huge awakening and coming back home to yourself. So we have home, we have sound of the universe, we have awakening, and we have channeling, okay? So starting off here, some of you may be physically moving to a new home. Most of you, this is going to be coming home to yourself in some way. You are tapping into the sound of the universe. This portal may have been awakening you to channel your loved ones' guides. You may be channeling people who have deceased, really tapping into your spiritual gifts. This is coming back home to a part of yourself and your heart and your soul that you haven't felt in a while. For many of you that are star seeds, this is coming home to your starseed home while you maintain your physical body. So some of you may be becoming aware and awakening to the fact that your origins are not from this planet of Earth. And so you're beginning to feel into your different gifts, abilities, things that you have that you're able to do. And channeling is one of the things that you are here to do. Okay. You, pile 1, those of you who chose this, you are very light beings, we'll say it that way. So you have a lot to offer this world. You are here as a helper. You are here as someone, who uplifts. I just got very tired and yawned. So as many of you may have been feeling fatigued lately through this awakening process. I feel like my body's starting to feel a little bit pained. And so what this is showing is it's saying, you've got two different cards here. Me Talks and Water Your Own Garden. It says repairing the body, mind, spirit. Water Your Own Garden says nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. You may be called to as this portal closes out to rest a little bit more. This is about you coming into your own energy, and your frequency is updating quickly, which means that your DNA and cellular structure is changing. So common ascension symptoms can be headaches, body pain like flu or fatigue, feeling like ringing or tingling sensations. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so go to your doctor if you're having any of these symptoms. But typically people experience this after they've gone to the doctor and there's nothing wrong per se. So they've tested negative for any kind of things, but they're still experiencing the symptoms, okay? They're asking you to water your own garden, also to stay very, very hydrated, because as your cells are restructuring and as these things are coming through, we are electromagnetic as beings, okay? And so you are bringing in more light energy, which is electricity, meaning that you need to ground, hydrate, so that your body can go through this awakening. We have awakening here. So you are absolutely waking up to these things, and we have nothing has gone wrong. So I feel like for some of you, your situations are changing. Some of you may have been guided or felt inspired or compelled to end a relationship or move to somewhere else, or things like that. People that you thought were there for you are not as close as they used to be, or as you're coming into balance, you're noticing people who haven't been as supportive as you thought that they were. Whew, okay, this yawning is like uncontrollable. So it really feels like you need to spend the time with yourself. It's like they're showing me breathing patterns, okay? So nothing has gone wrong, even if it seems like things are out of sorts, or that they're changing very quickly, or certain things have deconstructed, or certain relationships have kind of deconstructed. Nothing has gone wrong. You are absolutely on path, more so than any reading that I've seen in a very long time. And we have this Aries influence. So you could have Aries in your chart, but it feels like you're getting a bit of the yang energy, the independence, bravery, and passion, okay? You do have the bravery and the passion to go through this spiritual awakening. This portal is truly bringing you in to a whole new octave, a whole new level of light that you've not experienced before. So they're saying, give yourself grace and allow yourself the time to rest and relax. I feel like you've been pushing, not just in your work and career life, but in your personal life. I feel like this group, you can be very critical on yourself sometimes, and they're asking you to give yourself grace. Nothing is wrong. You're just coming into new spiritual truths. This portal is opening new things for you. Some of you, because you have channeling coming through. When channeling first came through for me, I thought that I was going absolutely batshit crazy. And, you know, in a homogenized kind of world, I may be crazy in that measure, right? But how things, I'm mainly clairaudient, and I also feel feelings and sensations, and I have inner knowing. So I don't see pictures as if they are out here. My strongest channel is auditory. So you can imagine when that first came through, trees were talking to me, other beings were talking to me. It sounded like my own thoughts, but not my own thoughts. It was like a different vibration. I was having a hard time discerning what was mine and what is a radio frequency that I'm picking up from elsewhere, because we all have pineal glands, so we are all radio tuners, okay? Our brains naturally do that. But it is often a learned skill, and sometimes when we're awakening to these new skills or gifts, as people call this, it can be jarring, okay? So I feel like your body is going through that at this time because you're waking up to this channeling. So nothing has gone wrong, okay? They're showing me in native cultures where when people here are diagnosed with schizophrenia, okay, a shaman or indigenous cultures call that the birth of a shaman, because they would sit with those people and show them how to move through the worlds, because they were picking up on others' energies and others' personalities, others' feelings and sensations. So the shaman would walk through the person who we would call schizophrenic and put into a psych ward. They would walk them through to train them how to be healers, okay? To train them how to enter into their shamanic path. I feel like, and I just got chills on that, so I feel like many of you are waking up to discerning different spirits, hearing different things, feeling different sensations. If you were already empathic, it's all the way live at this point, and this portal is honing in on your skills and your abilities. It's bringing you into your home frequency. You're hearing the sound of the universe, that Om, like you're really not just hearing it, but you're feeling it. You're understanding. They're showing me the math here, so many of you are getting picture images of geometry as you're listening to music, or as you are meditating. You are really moving into, I gotta yawn again. Wow, I haven't yawned this much in a row in a long time. They're asking you to do breathing exercises because it feels like, again, I'm not a doctor, but it feels like you need to up your oxygen quotient, okay? So take that advice with a grain of salt, but doing breathing exercises will help to ground as you are entering into new frequencies and your body's adjusting to learning them. This is a very, very beautiful and also crucial time for you in your spiritual growth and your growth, your evolutionary growth. This portal is amazing for you. So around this time, do some things that are going to be self-care items, okay? If you like massages, go get a massage. If you like to swim in the ocean, swim in the ocean, or take you a salt bath. Salt helps to clear the energy, helps to ground you. I have another yawn coming on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do things that are relaxing to you. Take a nap, rest. All of those things are going to be extremely imperative to your growth, but also it's going to help to calm your nervous system. Because all of this extra light energy has been coming in, your nervous system may have seemed a little bit frazzled in these previous months. As you're learning what in the heck is going on with me, that's what's going on with you. You are waking up to new dimensional realities within yourself, but also expanding consciousness outside of yourself. And so you are gaining your independence both spiritually and physically here. Okay, so this is about you taking care and nurturing yourself. Before you can nurture others, before you can teach others, it's imperative that you nurture yourself. Very, very beautiful energies coming in with this portal. You are being activated to new levels. I love this pile one. I love, love, love your beautiful energy. Your spiritual warriors is what Spirit is saying to me. So this portal is bringing in your independence, your passion. You may have new passions of what you'd like to offer to the world. You may be having ideas and inspirations coming at warp speed where it was pretty slow before. For those of you that are writers, this isn't for everyone, but they just showed me someone essentially channeling a book where you may have had writer's block for a while. You sit down and then the book is done within like less than 3 days time. It's like you're just boom, it just comes out of you. So really beautiful energies, what you have to say, what you have to channel. You're channeling only benevolent energies, and what you have to bring to the world is important. So they want you to know that. So take the time to rest. We need your body to be healthy in order to bring forward these frequencies and to bring forward your new passions. If you have a tired body, then you have a tired mind and spirit, and it can't work at its highest potential. So they're asking you to really be selfish in this moment and take really good care of yourself, because we need your vessel here to for what you're bringing to the world, okay? And you want to experience the beautiful blessings that are coming from these newfound passions and these newfound gifts that are coming through during this portal, okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter the contest, it's free to enter, free to win. I will never solicit you for money. I do not have a WhatsApp. I won't solicit you on social media. So please save your wonderful money. If you want a private reading with me, that information is in the description box below. You can always contact me, but I'm not going to reach out and ask you to do a reading, okay? So just please avoid any kind of scams. How you want to, if you want to enter this contest, super easy. You just like this video, you share it, and in the comment section below, write portal, and that lets me know that you want to enter into the drawing. And I will do that. I'll video record the drawing and announce the winner on March 1st, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha. Aloha Group 2, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card spirit messages for the 222 portal, okay? So all the twos, 22222. So this portal started on February 2nd, 2022, ending on 2/22/2022. Very potent portal, bringing in gifts, spiritually harnessing a collective awakening, bringing in the gifts of partnership, bringing in the gifts of harmony, working together with others, universal love, beautiful things happening this year. This is a timeless reading, so if you're just attracted to the 222s and have been seeing that, know that partnership in all forms is on its way. There's balancing that's occurring. You're learning polarities. You're learning the light in conjunction with the dark, that you need the yin yang in order for anything to work, right? There can't be light without darkness. And so thank you guys. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for commenting. To those who have commented, I love that. YouTube loves that, so let's keep it up. I love engaging with you, as well as I do have a contest, free to enter, free to win. I'll let you know at the end how to enter that. That is actually from for February, to win a 30-minute session with me personally. And I'll let you know how to enter that, as some are here just for the reading, not for the contest. Okay, let's get to it. Pile 2, what is this portal bringing in? I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. These readings are a little higher up here, so just bear with me. Hopefully I can say everything that needs to be said, so Spirit will talk through me. All right, let's look. But there's definitely a lot of third eye flow in this group, okay? So I feel a little bit like very, very dizzy. Like my eyes are kind of wanting to go a little bit cross-eyed. They look kind of funny to me right now. So you have an influx of energy coming in, and that's being shown here with, we have endless opportunities, and we also have water. Okay, the overflow. So these are the Beyond Lemuria cards. So this portal is definitely bringing in the flow, where you may have felt previously that you were stunted in relationships, business, etc. It felt like you were in a bit of a stuck energy. That is coming forward to be unstuck. The flow is not just going to be flowing, you're going to have an overflow. You're going to have endless opportunities. So any areas in your life during this portal time where you have felt like you have been stuck, where you feel like you have been limited in your belief systems or in your energy, those restrictions and resistances are lifting. So it's going to be very much a time for you to really consider what it is that you want to create, because your manifestation potential in this moment is extreme. So please do think only about what you want. We have Venus energy coming in here for this portal. This is give and receive love. It says find value and see beauty. This is really, really beautiful energy. I feel like for many of you who have been asking for a relationship, like a romantic relationship, that's coming forward. We also, you may have business partners or investors coming in. You may be seeing the beauty and things very much highlighted in a much broader perspective. I feel like awe and wonder is coming back into your life. You're really seeing the pearl of great value within the shell is starting to open. The shell that is you is starting to open. So you're about to give and receive love in huge measure. We have mindful, which is groupthink. At this time, it's not about you being alone anymore. This is number 40, which yields down to a 4, which is foundation. You are building a new foundation. Some of you may be turning 40 this year and entering into that new cycle, which is fabulous. Happy birthday to you if that resonates for you. But it's certainly a time for you to work with others to achieve your dreams. There are endless opportunities. So this dreamscape, this beautiful world, you're going to have that. And how you're going to have it is through working with others, through imagining together, having that mastermind moments, okay? So this could be with friends. If there's say that there's a group of friends that you all want to manifest your spouses or your mates, right? So it doesn't have to be business oriented. A lot of times we think mastermind has to do only with business. This is saying get together with your friends and really talk up all of the good and beautiful things, your dream person, okay? Where two or more are gathered, their source is with you. So it exponentially through physics makes your manifestations grow in huge proportions, okay? So this is a beautiful time to work with others. They're showing me vision boards. They're showing me moving into your manifestations and letting it flow. You being the master of the flow from your heart. We have authentic truth. This portal, you're coming into your authentic truth. Some things where you felt limited in the past, some of you may have felt limited in a job situation or in your spiritual walk. You may have felt limited in a relationship but have been holding on or feeling obsessed, trying to make it work. Okay, you're coming into your authentic truth. This will be like an aha moment. Again, another 4. Okay, so it's very important, the foundation that you build be on your authentic truth, that it be about who you are as a being and what you really want out of life. And I feel like for many of you, you've had to step away from a situation, or people are taking some time to yourself to evaluate what you want. I feel like many of you used the Venus retrograde time really appropriately. Spirit's saying you did reflect, you did decide what you want, what you're desiring to have in your life and what you're desiring to have in your field of residence. And now you're starting to come into that truth and you're starting to have it overflow into your life. So your manifestations are beginning to reflect during and after this portal all of the changes that you've just made. We have star bathing. It says light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Some of you may actually want to bathe underneath the stars and spend a little camping time, if weather permitting, wherever you are in this world. But as far as star bathing is concerned, it's showing that your light body is being activated. This is where the endless opportunities are coming in. This is where the feeling of joy, the giving and receiving of love. They're also saying that you're about to have your soul tribe and soul family come in. I feel like many of you have been waiting for your people who understand you to show up, and they are going to enter your movie. I call life a movie, right? So they're going to enter your movie during or right after this portal. is complete, because it's important that you be with your like-minded others. It's important that you open the doors of possibility and opportunity, because you are being activated. This is also, it's saying transmission. So many of you may be getting downloads at this time, or you go to, because they're showing me like this person laying down here. So you may be going to like a sound healing or some sort of spiritual thing that's outdoors. They're showing me sound, they're showing me a transmission. So this may be a channeler, or you might have that experience of feeling like something's channeling through you, okay? Or like the stars are talking to you, or you might be interested in astronomy at this time. Really getting to know how the constellations work, how the stars are, but you're being turned on, okay? So your crystal grid inside yourself is being turned on. You're beginning to emanate your authentic truth rather than just absorb all of the frequencies around you. And this is going to make you crucial in group settings because you bring a lot to the table, okay? So they're really wanting you to see the big picture and dream big during this portal, because you are about to be the overflow. You're going to be so filled with blessing, so filled with love, so filled with opportunity, that you're going to be able to overflow that to others. And I feel like those of you who picked group 2, that's been your want, is that you have enough resources financially, you have enough resources in love, that you feel so loved that you pour love out to others, that you have enough resources financially where you feel like you can just help others, or create the programs, or create, buy the land that you can give back to the indigenous, or that you have dreams of building schools or building things for children. Like they're showing me all these different humanitarian things that you would like to do, but it requires you to be in overflow, that all of your needs are taken care of, so that you can become an investor, so that you can pay it forward, so that you can give back to people in a way that you've been given to before, or in a way that you wish you had been given to before. And that's coming. So this is about you living in your authentic truth. What is the thing that, if money wasn't an issue, if there were no limits, what would you create? Because right now that is the energy that you're in, and you're going to be able to create it, but it's standing in your authentic truth. What is the thing that you've been most passionate about your entire life? And you may have multiple things, but go with your top 3 there, and allow yourself to dream. And then they said, why did you give them a limit? So funny. Okay, so it doesn't have to be your top 3. Just keep dreaming, because they showed me these bubbles. They said, look at all of these transformations. There's endless opportunities. Let them dream whatever you want to dream. See, so don't let anyone, even like me, or if you listen to my videos, or other tarot readers, or other psychics, or other clergy, or members of authority, you have endless opportunities, and it's your personal sovereignty that brings it in. So avoid letting anyone else to put a limit on your creation, okay? That's where you're going to stand in your authentic truth, okay? And see, don't we love that, how Spirit will give the message and then correct if I give it wrong, right? And so there's no wrong. It's just interesting how they bring that together for a cohesive reading, okay? So even me as a reader, Spirit will check me, okay, if I'm not giving the message correctly. And so that's what you want. You want to check in with your own authentic truth and your own authentic self, even when you're working in a group, because they do want you to work in groups and work in harmony and co-create. But they want you to be to your truth and your beauty, and keep those possibilities open, all right? What does it say? There's... I don't know if it was Buddha or some other quote where it basically says, don't say to the person who is doing it that it's impossible, right? So it's essentially, people will say, oh, that's impossible. Well, the word itself says, I'm possible. So don't let anyone else hate on you or take your energy from you. If you have a dream in your heart and it's authentic and true to you, what this message is saying is this portal is bringing it in massively at this time. So they want you to dream big and have all of those opportunities and allow yourself to be filled to overflowing, because you're going to be able to give that to other people. You're absolutely being activated at this time, and they are asking you to work with others. And those of you who are looking for love, you're going to be filled to the brim, not just with love, but with this feeling of beauty and this sensation of appreciation and high value. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I absolutely appreciate it. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, remember it's free to enter, free to win. I do not solicit for readings, so I will never reach out to you. There have been scammers on tarot readers channels on YouTube, so please just save your beautiful money. I won't reach out to you for a reading. I do not have WhatsApp. Okay, if you want to have a reading with me, that information's in the description box below. I will only respond to your emails. I will never reach out to you soliciting. Okay, so those of you who would like to enter the free contest, how you do that, you like this video and you share it, and in the description box below write portal, and that lets me know that you want to be entered into the drawing. March 1st I will do a video and announce the winner. Okay, so until next time, aloha. Aloha Group 3, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card spirit messages for the 222 portal. Okay, so this is timeless reading. It is being filmed during the February portal of 2022, so that started on 2/2/22, ends on 2/22/2022. All the twos. But this portal is bringing through a massive amount of gifts, very high frequency energy, very evolving energy. There are collective massive awakenings to spiritual gifts, dimensional shifts that are happening. It's bringing through relationships, understanding polarity. It's bringing through universal love. It's bringing through learning how the difference between love and attachment. It's bringing through brand new aha moments, outcomes, etc. So we're going to look into what personally Spirit wants to tell you about this portal for you. Again, remember, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. I'm immensely grateful. Thank you for commenting. I love engaging with you. YouTube really likes it, so we're happy with that. Okay, and so and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I do have a contest going on for February that's free to enter, free to win. You win a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end how to enter the drawing, as some are here just for the reading, not for the contest. Okay, let's get your cards. Y'all, these are high frequency readings, so I'm a little like out in the clouds right now. So bear with me. Hopefully everything makes sense. Because I'm like, whoo, feeling a little up there. Okay, so do understand that the energies may be pretty high for you. You're going to be feeling expansion. You're going to be feeling a lot of beautiful things. Okay, here we go. My goodness. You are expanding out of karma, group 3. Okay, we have the drifter, experiencing life as it comes. You may feel like you have been a drifter in your life. Lately, it's a 14, which yields down to a 5, which has to do with overcoming obstacles and great change. This portal is opening up you to experience life, not just as it comes, but to create new. Okay, so I feel like these are your recent past energies. We have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So you've been growing. You've been going through some karmic relationships. You've been going through some karmic outcomes that may kind of have dampened your spirit, or there's been some conflict or warring energy. Part of it is within your heart and mind, self to self, but it also feels like you've had actual relationships that you have been going back and forth with, that have been rather karmic. And it feels like this started for you from childhood. I feel like this particular group, you have come here to be the one that ends your generational curses, that decides that you're going to have a different and better life than what you were born into. You decided that you're going to experience life rather than being bogged down and listening to the societal norms. And because of that, many of you have chosen to clear out your karmic relationships early in your life. Now, there's good karma as well, and I feel like that good karma is what's coming in, but this past energy, what this portal is clearing out, is the karma that is like, paying for things that you've done badly or were done badly to you or whatever. And you're merging into your soul star chakra, okay? This is merging with the divine. Okay, so we have our crown chakra here and about 12 inches up, okay, where these guys are, is your soul chakra. It's your soul that's connecting with you. All right, so you're merging with that. It's a 10, that's a 1, which is creation energy. You're not just merging, but you're expanding. So your friendships are about to change. The people in your world are about to change drastically. You're not going to feel like you fit in the old ways. Many of you who maybe used to self-medicate in order to release some of this intuition that you have, or this feeling that you have, because this group is very intuitive, but I feel like because you're dealing with karmic situations, you are having to deal with lower level energy. So some of you may have, drank a lot or been addicted or got addicted to certain foods or things as a way to cope. And now it's saying that that's clearing out and you're really coming into your intuition. We have Pisces here. Some of you may be Pisces or have Pisces in your chart, but basically this is opening up your intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Okay, so you're moving into a time where your intuition is through the roof. Okay, many of you are moving into being working or hanging out with people who are also psychics. You may be moving into spiritual work that you do, like it's feeling like trying to do the normal 9 to 5, or those of you who they showed me how I started was in the restaurant business, and so it's like I eventually could not do that anymore. I couldn't be in the public in that way for hours and hours a day. It's like my body shifted, and I shifted into a spiritual career, into using my intuitive and sensing faculties as my full-time work, okay, or how I bring monetary resources to myself. And it feels like you are also going through that change, okay? We have the violet flame. This is the flame of Saint Germain. Again, look at all this purple. You're going from these deeper, darker energies, okay? Learning how to express yourself, letting go of the karma, letting go of the karma of even your previous incarnations. Some of you, because this is Orion energy, some of you know that you are star seeds, and this is the star seeds oracle right here. So Orion had its good and bad individuals in it, but there's been a lot of war there. So many of you have remembered the wars that you were in, or had to flee from Orion to Lyra. Okay, and so many of you have these memories, and these memories are what is releasing from you so that you can come into your now incarnation, the evolution of your soul. Okay, this is really deep, you all. This is not going to be for everybody, but the ones of you who have chosen this, you are absolutely elevating at a soul level. Okay, you're elevating out of that karmic cycle and moving into this very cleansing, clearing, and expansive part. You are using your intuition. You're remembering that you are a creator. You're remembering what you are here to do. And this violet flame is the purple transmuting flame of Saint Germain. So it transmutes negative energy, or what we would I don't believe there's negative energy. Energy's neither negative or positive. It's what we do with it. But in this case, you are releasing the denser energies, the ones that have heavier density. And you're moving into the lighter energies. You're moving into your spiritual self. So while many of you may have been working through survival for most of your life, you're now entering the spirit. You're entering into faith, trust, and thriving. Okay? You're entering into intimacy, where many of you have felt like you've been on guard for most of your life because of that warring energy from your previous times on Orion. Many of you have had to freaking fight in order to survive in this lifetime. But now that's shifting, because that's not who you are. That's experiences that you were remembering. And so you're releasing that karma during this portal, and you're moving into these lighter energies. And it may feel weird at first, okay? Because you're expanding past what you know. And even if it's toxicity or abuse or other things, what we know, like for instance, I grew up, my mother had an addiction to drugs and alcohol, okay, and she was very psychic, but I was estranged from her for most of my life. And that first part of my life, the first 20 some years, almost 30 years of my life, had been fighting to survive, fighting through abandonment, like bringing to myself other alcoholics and drug addicts and things of that sort, because it was in my resonant field. It is not who I am, but it was in my resonant field. And then I started having my spiritual awakenings in 2002, okay, to the next levels. I've always known I was different and didn't come from here. But in 2002, I started having some major wake-ups, and then 2012 is when I actually learned what was happening to me and started getting actual training, okay? You who are reading this, you're going through that process. It's not going to take you 10 years like now. Everything's available to us in order to have these awakenings quicker. It's happening faster for people, but you are expanding, and that can be scary at first. You know, it's kind of like when you have your first healthy relationship after a toxic one. It feels weird. And so you have to work through trusting the new, trusting that you are held by the universe, trusting that you are not just divine, but you're merging with the divine. You know, it's going from praying to divinity to realizing that you are divinity and that it flows through you. You're just an expansion of source energy itself. Okay, so I am really excited for you guys. I want to say I'm really proud of you, because you have been doing a lot of shadow work, and this particular portal is going to bring you an expansion like you have never seen. And so it feels like you intuitively are just going to know what to do, and it's going to bring really beautiful intimate situations for you. And if you have issues around intimacy, so there may be some healing there involved, but there's going to be intimate and compassionate situations. Problems that you have had maybe for quite some time with this violet flame, it's just going to burn them off, okay? And you're going to be left with this raw energy that you can use to create anything. And it feels like you're going to start creating nicely for yourself. You're going to have compassion for yourself. You're going to have compassion for where you once were, what you used to tolerate. And now you're not tolerating those same things anymore. And you're allowing yourself to move up in your spiritual and physical walk. So as above, so below. Okay, so while you're expanding upwards, you're going to be seeing that expansion in your physical world as well. Okay, so again, look at the Merkaba here on this expansion. As above, so below. Okay, so you are absolutely expanding into your creation. And so life's about to get a whole lot better for you. So where there has been struggle, you're just releasing it. Where there's been toxic people, they're not getting in your vibration anymore because they can't unless they come to you elevated. Okay, and it's like you're learning to experience life as it comes, but more so than experiencing life as it comes, you're learning how to create life as it comes, okay? And if there's something that you don't like, you have compassion for yourself and you create differently. But you're absolutely connecting with your soul in this time frame. You're connecting to the divine. You're merging with the divine at this time, having a huge expansion in your awareness, and you're releasing not just earth karma, but you're releasing some galactic karma. Or you're releasing memories of harsh things that happened elsewhere, okay, to where you could never really feel like you were at home in yourself or even on earth. And now you're going to be moving into feeling at home in yourself and on earth, feeling like you can move into the new frequencies, and you're going to be starting to really not just listen to, but work your magic now, because you're really going to get in touch with your own soul self, okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter the contest, remember it's free to enter and free to win. I will never contact you and solicit you for money or for a reading. There have been some scammers on YouTube targeting tarot readers. So I do not have WhatsApp. I will not contact you on social media. I won't solicit you in any way. Okay, so if you want a reading with me personally, how to get in touch with me is in the description box below. So you're welcome to do that. I'll respond to your email, but I will not reach out to you and try to solicit that. So do save your beautiful money, okay, and make sure that it goes to where you want it to. For the contest, how you do this is you like the video, you share it, and in the comment section below, write portal, and that lets me know that you want to enter into the drawing. I will do a video announcing the winner on March 1st. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Enjoy your 22222 portal, and until next time, aloha.